T-Mobile Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. The Seminoles ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Odom. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Stokes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Lost the throw on first. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Out wide left, it's Moore. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now for the first time in this one, Mekhi Danzy. What a game he had last time out. Really helped him to the win. Better than 150 yards and a score. Great place to start for this offense. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Second and long here. Left side, it's Brown. Gain of 8, it's now 3rd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Burrowing going for yardage. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way, Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
From the red zone, it's Croma. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson will throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Gets it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Got to like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Comes down, it's Russell. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Gives it. Could be enough. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. Great job by the back on the option. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On the move from inside is 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Jackson gonna throw it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Got the first down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Rid of it on the RPO. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going deep. He's got it down the field. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. The Seminoles are flying down the field.
Return! Level! Bubba! Slap! Go!
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The handoff to Johnson. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the field.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Might as well run him again. Past the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. 4th Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Check, check, check. 1852, soldier. Hydro, hydro. Crush, crush.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Jet. Go, go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A first down for the offense. Quick give. It's Chroma. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Working the ground game. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. On the run, it's Chroma. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Shakes off the defender. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll do it himself. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Jackson will throw. Pulls it in. It's Lopez. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rush is on. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. The Orange call their third timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bruh, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
14.
Gets the back moving.
Ready, go.
Defense all over it.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. And he's got it! Touchdown, no! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run inside. It's Johnson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Charlotte 49ers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the 1st half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the 2nd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Hey, check it. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain.
Jackson gonna throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Sweep. Booster. Ready, go.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Fresh center downs going to the air. Firing deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out wide right, it's Brown.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Snapped it and he has to have it. Going to try to get it himself. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Moves the pocket. It's Odom. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and he plucked it.
Hits inside, it's Chroma. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 3rd and long coming up. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Caught. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gets it to the back. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Driving forward, it's Chroma. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Drops back on 1st down. Touchdown, Florida State! Into the end zone for 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Tells to run, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Russell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Fires to the big fella.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Inside the 40. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cuse. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Play action on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
From the gun, it's Chroma. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He pulls down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
As a former quarterback, guys, I love drag routes down close to the goal line. You're hoping you're going to get a mesh, you're going to get him freed up, and it's just a catch and walk in, but the defense makes the tackle. They're now setting up 4th down. Do you have the guts to go back to that same pass play here on offense?
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Syracuse right back at it. Go up top on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He's going to let it go. He tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. 2nd and long here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes the catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Seminoles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Odom. Makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got him on the RPO. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and led a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Needs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running inside, it's Johnson. Driven back. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Got some green grass. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. With the clock running, this should be the final play.